Just tweeted the front page and we're getting hundreds of retweets already. We've kind of got two front pages. We've got the selfie saltire, and we've got a traditional news splash, yeah. And the news splash is about the Treasury and its involvement with the scare story of the RBS. But folk are already, there's a kind of really, for me, quite overwhelming sort of outpouring of affection from readers, which is really wonderful. It's nice and great to get that kind of feedback. So you've got folks saying, and I mean a really lovely one here from a reader called David McDonald. He's saying, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to the Sunday Herald for being the only paper to support Scotland. So that's great. I mean, as a journalist, it's you know, journalism comes in for a lot of criticism these days, so it's, I think, really amazing to get that kind of feedback from readers and to show that our journalism has had a genuine positive effect on them, because I think a lot of people have felt confused by the way a lot of the media has handled this debate, and you know, I'm glad that they feel that we've done our bit for them, which we've been trying to do for a long time now, because we came out so long ago. If you just hear my phones going beep beep beep, that's folk retweeting the front page at a rate of knots, you know. So that's good. It shows that it's rewarding, and it's positive feedback to this paper, you know.
I mean, we've been reporting on this for, you know, a year, maybe more. I think it became obvious that quite a lot of our main voices within the paper had either pretty much started as supporters of independence and or had moved towards that view. I had moved towards that view. I didn't start out supporting independence. It took me a long while to realise that that was the best future for the country. And I think that would be the same for a number of our members of staff. So when it became obvious that to me that the mainstream opinion within the newspaper, or the main opinion within the newspaper, was in support of independence, I thought it only honest to tell our readers that that's where we were coming from. I mean, some newspapers decided not to tell the readers until more recently. I thought we had decided then we weren't going to change our mind. Well, let's just be honest and tell our readers where we were coming from in this. I'm lucky that my proprietor allows me to make those decisions. Some proprietors don't give editors that freedom. I think it's right to do so, and I'm very grateful for it. The good part of that is that I can do what I think is right, and the rather more worrying part is that if it all goes wrong, then it's on me. But that's a fair exchange. So once I had satisfied myself that there were no major problems that we believed would happen and that we had to really think about, once I was happy that that was the case, I organised a meeting of staff, discussed it with staff. I didn't take a vote on it because newspapers aren't a democracy. At least no newspaper I've ever worked on has been a democracy. But nevertheless, I wanted to hear from them about what problems they might foresee, about how they go about their work, about their contacts, and how that would be affected by a decision of this nature. And then once I was satisfied that we could manage any problems that might arise as a result of that, then we did it relatively soon. I think probably maybe 3 weeks, I think, maybe since taking the decision to actually announcing it. It wasn't very long.